Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander SEL Launch Edition, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2022 Outlander is the first entirely new Mitsubishi SUV in more than a decade, a 7-seat crossover with an architecture shared by the Nissan Rogue. The 2022 Outlander is also a rival for the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, Volkswagen Tiguan, and Subaru Forester. The 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander uses the same 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine and continuously variable automatic transmission as the Rogue. This engine makes 181 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. All trim levels come with front-wheel drive and offer all-wheel drive as an option, except for the SEL Launch Edition, which is all-wheel drive only. The 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander starts off its lineup with the base ES trim level, which has a starting price of $25,795. The ES offers 7-passenger seating, 18-inch alloy wheels, smartphone app integration via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 8-inch smartphone link display audio, Bluetooth wireless connectivity, and push-button start. The base ES also gives you a few handy driver aids. It comes with a forward collision mitigation system, rear automatic emergency braking, a blind spot warning with lane change assist, and rear cross-traffic alert. The new Mitsubishi Outlander goes above and beyond expectations with its interior alterations. The cabin materials have been massively upgraded and look far more expensive than they did on the outgoing model. Mitsubishi worked to create more interior space, better outward visibility, and boost the maximum cargo space to 80 cubic feet. On the SE trim level, which starts at $28,845, you get everything that is offered on the base ES, plus quite a bit extra. For starters, Mitsubishi equips the SE with 20-inch two-tone alloy wheels, LED fog lights, heated side mirrors, and a hands-free power remote liftgate. The steering wheel comes wrapped in leather, as does the gear shift knob, reflecting Mitsubishi's focus on enhanced material quality. Not only do you get that, but there's synthetic leather upholstery adorning the seats, and the two front seats have a built-in heating function. There's also a fast key entry system which allows you quick and secure access to the Outlander, and Mitsubishi Connect gives you safeguard and remote services along with a 24-month trial period. There are more safety and driver aids equipped on the SE as well. The SE comes with a multi-view camera system, front parking sensors, My Pilot Assist, which bundles together features like adaptive cruise control, traffic sign recognition, lane departure prevention, and lane keeping assist. In other words, these features give you semi-automated driving capabilities that keep you safe while on the road. As far as infotainment features go, the SE sees quite a few upgrades. On this trim, you get to access your infotainment features from a 9-inch touchscreen display with built-in navigation. There are also several rear USB charging ports, HD radio, and wireless charging for smartphone devices. If you happen to get your hands on the Outlander SE Launch Edition, you do get some special features equipped on it that give you a boost in luxury. The SE Launch Edition costs $29,995 and comes with everything that is on the SE, but it adds things like a power panoramic sunroof and an auto-dimming rearview mirror to make it worth the price jump. Other features that you get on the SE Launch Edition include a 12.3-inch full LCD meter cluster display, a 10-speaker Bose premium sound system, ground logo illumination, dynamic shield illumination, a chrome hood badge, a 3-month Audible subscription, a 6-month Amazon Prime Music subscription, and standard Amazon Echo Auto. Want even more luxury features than what the SE or SE Launch Edition have to offer? Then you might want to consider going up the trim level ladder to the Outlander SEL. The SEL starts at $31,945 and gives you full leather appointed seating and adds a key-link driver position memory system. Up top, you get full roof rails added for an even sportier vibe. The second row's outboard seating gains a standard heating function, and a tri-zone automatic climate control system helps heat and cool the vehicle as needed in each row. An auto-dimming rearview mirror comes standard on the SEL. Also, it gets the 12.3-inch full LCD meter cluster display that also comes on the SE Launch Edition. So if you can't get your hands on the SE Launch Edition, you can pay a little bit more to get these features on the SEL trim level. Speaking of the SEL, it too comes with its own launch edition. The SEL Launch Edition has an MSRP of $35,345 and takes everything that comes standard on the regular SEL and makes a few fun additions. Like the SE Launch Edition, it gets everything that you'll find in the SE Launch Edition. However, it adds a heads-up display, shades for the rear doors, and semi-aniline premium leather appointed seating for an extra touch of class. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. We're going to build and price the top tier SEL Launch Edition. Real quick before we get started, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. This Mitsubishi Outlander is going to compete right in the heart of some of the most popular SUVs out there, like the Honda CR-V and the RAV4 and all of that. I've done build and price reviews of many of those vehicles. I recently actually did the 2021 Honda CR-V. I did that in the EXL trim that comes with leather and with all-wheel drive. I also did the 2021 Toyota RAV4. I did that in the top tier XLE Premium trim with all-wheel drive. And I also did the 2021 Subaru Forester, of course, in the top tier limited trim. So after you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those other videos as well. And FYI, this video was done by special request. So if you have a build and price review you'd like to see me do, just leave a comment below. Okay, so before we jump into the build, let's discover the all-new 2022 Outlander from every angle. They've got some cool things here, so we can check out all the different trim levels, which we already went through those, so we don't really need to check that out. We're going to focus on the SEL Launch Edition, but what we can do is we can check out the exterior colors, and we can learn about the different packages. So let's start with the exterior colors and see what they have. So this color here is called White Diamond. We'll just go in reverse order here. We've got the Mercury Gray Metallic. We've got Alloy Silver Metallic. They have some interesting names. Deep Bronze, Red Diamond, Cosmic Blue, Labrador Black, and then there's the Black Diamond, which I don't think is much different than the Labrador Black. When we click these, I don't think there's really any change going on between those two colors. I'm pretty sure there isn't. So the cool thing is, here we are looking at the packages. So the cool thing is with the packages, when you click the packages, it attaches the packages to the vehicle. So here's the deflector package, side window deflectors, hood protector, and we can see that on the vehicle here. Can we? Yeah, we can actually see that on the vehicle. You can see the deflector package. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Let's check out the mud guards. Yeah, there's the mud guards, and we can 360 spin around this Outlander. You know what? It's an interesting looking vehicle. I like it from the side. I like it from the back. I don't so much like it from the front, and people have the nerve to talk about the new BMW, like the M3 and the M4 and those grills. I mean, look at the grill on this thing. I mean, yeah, at any rate, so those are the mud guards, and then you got the chrome value package. So what does that do? Oh, gives you some chrome on the door handles, gives you some chrome on the mirror covers. Then you got the crossbar roof rails. Then you have a chrome effects package. Gives you some chrome along the door and everything. So you can really bling this thing out. You got a satin appearance package, right? That's the satin look. And you got a blackout appearance package that blacks everything out. So, yeah, you got a few packages, and they're all really appearance packages or accessories bundled into packages. Okay, let's check out the gallery images for the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. They don't have many, and most of them are just glamour shots. I mean, they're showing the door here, and yeah, it's the quilting, and it's the nice diamond stitched leather, seats and everything, but I'd like to see maybe the whole door. Or down here, they're just showing the shifter. I like to see the whole interior. It's like they don't do an actual photo where they show you the whole interior. So you kind of are only getting little bits and glimpses and pieces of what the interior might look like. Here are the exterior images, and obviously it's a lot easier to see the exterior there. I mean, it kind of is what it is, and they show it from a couple of different angles, usually from about this angle here. There's a nice shot of the lights. The lights are super cool. Okay, we went through the gallery. We went over the colors, the packages, the trim levels. Now let's go over the features. And they have a few categories of features, and we can kind of see them up at top here. Design, safety, performance, seating and cargo, technology, fuel economy, and towing. So right now they're just telling us about the design, and obviously this vehicle's been completely redesigned for 2022. And yeah, it is stunning and dramatic, and it is a nice looking SUV. I don't know about that front end, but it's nice. It's a nice SUV, and they're throwing a ton of standard features even at the base model ES. Now here's a little bit, not a little, this is a much better shot of the interior. Still, we don't have a full-on shot, but boy, it looks great in there. Obviously, this has got to be one of the top tier trim levels. They're telling us here that the interior is designed with, I'm not going to try to pronounce that Japanese word, but the word means Japanese hospitality. So the vehicle's got real luxury. There's lots of small touches, meticulous attention to detail. The smallest details like the knobs, the dials, and everything was thoughtful in its design and execution. They even thought about the storage components. Okay, moving on. So the 2022 Outlander gets 20-inch wheels, large diameter 22-inch wheels. And then down here they talk about the full LED headlights that are strategically positioned, and you can look at those and everything, and that looks amazing. Would this be considered the daytime running light that runs along the inside of the bumper there? At any rate, they call the lights across the back, they call them the Grand Horizon. They're high stability rear lights with T-shaped ends, etc. Here they're trying to tell us that they have a newly developed chassis, when the reality is that it's basically the underlining body structure to the powertrain. It shares all the significant components with the Nissan Rogue, from its body structure to the powertrain. So I wouldn't call it newly developed. I would call it newly acquired. Okay, and then down here, talking about more design features, they talk about the power panoramic sunroof, which we know the SEL Launch Edition. The Launch Editions, SE and SEL, come standard with the power panoramic sunroof. Then they're talking about something over here called horizontal axis. I'm not even sure what it is. They say horizontal axis gives the driver instant, intuitive visual alerts to changes in the vehicle body. I still don't know what that means. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about safety features for the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. So here, let's take a look at the Advanced Driver Assist System. The acronym is ADAS, and it says it's got a cutting-edge technologies, active blind spot assist, rear automatic emergency braking. We've got blind spot warning for collision mitigation with pedestrian detection. And what else do we have here? It says confidence without compromise. So here they're showing us the multi-view camera system. Here's the reverse auto tilt door mirrors. That's interesting. Well, I get that. Some cars, when you put in reverse, it'll tilt the mirror down so you can see the curb and see the different lines when you're backing up, things like that. I had that on old German cars from the 90s. So, I mean, they're showing us some technology. I wouldn't call that cutting-edge technology by any means. Here, you got the tire pressure monitoring system with tire fill notification. I think that's kind of cool. What I think most is cool about it is the fact that it gives individual tire pressure. So when you know that you've got a low tire, you actually know which tire it actually is. And then here they have a trailer stability assist system. So if you want to tow, they've been thinking about that too. So there are 10 standard airbags in the Outlander, and then they add one additional, an 11th driver's seat mounted front centering airbag to just give you a little bit of extra peace of mind, they say. All right, let's talk about performance features. And right off the bat, they're showing us the all-wheel drive system and the drive mode selector. And so, yeah, these are modes that you can get that's available with the four-wheel drive setup, and you can see the different modes that they have here. They don't actually go through them, but we can see you've got, like, looks to be rain and snow and different things like that. Here's a shot of that engine. We already went over those parameters. It's a 2.5-liter four-cylinder borrowed from the Nissan Rogue. The 2022 Outlander features electric power steering, plus it's got a telescopic steering, which provides enhanced comfort to each individual driver. Then here they're talking about their newly developed suspension borrowed from, well, as we know, the Rogue. Okay, we went through performance features, safety features, and design features. Now we're at seating and cargo features. And so let's go through that. They're telling us about the upper class quality cabin, that you can accommodate 7 people. And right here, this is the nicest shot of the interior so far on the site. So here they're talking about the power seats and with memory seating function key as well. So silence is golden, they say. You got double pane front windows and windshield. So you got CO2 noise and vibration reduction. So it's a quiet cabin in there, and that's what they're trying to tell us. And then over here, we knew about this. There's the tri-zone. They call it triple zone climate control. What that means is, you know, the driver has some controls for their heating and cooling. Then so does the passenger. And then people in the back, they have their own heating and cooling too. And it looks like they got some heated seats back there as well in that particular picture. So here they're showing the third row seating. Again, here's a nice shot of the interior. That's a good shot of the interior there. And then they're showing the cargo space. It's customizable cargo space. It says it offers 33.5 cubic feet of cargo space, but extended door frame widths make loading and unloading easier. So you can get stuff in there a lot easier because it's wider at the opening. All right, let's talk about safety features and stuff. Here they're talking about the M Pilot Assist. I already kind of talked about that during the intro, but it includes lane centering, speed control, traffic jam stop and go, highway exiting. You know, this thing's got some autonomous technology to it. So here they give us a few details about things. So traffic jam assist. So, you know, this thing can resume with a push of a button if you needed to. Your cruise control, you got a speed limit assist and traffic sign recognition, and this thing can automatically adapt to changing speed limits, so that's cool. It's reading the road and paying attention. And then you got lane centering technology, so that's your lane keep assist, and this thing can kind of self-correct itself by making minor steering adjustments. So yeah, that's where your little autonomous technology comes in there. So there's a center display right here, and I'm assuming this is the center display. And then they got the digital driver display, your instrument cluster over here. So here they're showing the 12.3-inch full digital driver display. I like to call it an instrument cluster. It's high resolution. You can showcase navigation, entertainment options, etc. And then you got your infotainment down here in the middle. That's also called the center display, your infotainment. And if you get like an ES and SE trims, then you get a 7-inch driver display comes standard. Well, they've got it, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and they even mention a heads-up display and a digital assistant. Here's a cool shot of the heads-up display throwing up embedded navigation. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And then here they're talking about the Bose audio system, 10 speakers, and a digital subwoofer. So the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander is the most fuel-efficient 7-seater in its class because it has, it gets a combined fuel economy of 27 miles to the gallon. Here's the full numbers: 24 city, 31 highway, 27 combined. Part of the reason they've been able to get this good fuel economy is because they've saved weight, 35% lighter this vehicle. Why? Because they use aluminum components versus steel, so it's lighter. So it's less to carry around. You get better fuel economy. So when you get all-wheel drive, you get the drive modes. It seems like. I could be wrong, but it seems like you get the drive modes when you get all-wheel drive. They haven't been very definitive on that. At any rate, you have different modes for challenging weather conditions, but here they're specifically talking about the eco mode. So if you really want to be environmentally conscious and fuel efficient, you can use the eco mode. Okay, I wouldn't call 2,000 pounds of towing capacity impressive. I would not call that impressive. They talk about their new trailer stability assist, which works by continuously monitoring the sway of your trailer. And when needed, this handy system applies the brakes so you can minimize all that. So that's kind of cool. That's autonomous technology. That part's cool. 2,000 pounds, but at the end of the day, it's just got a 2.5-liter four-cylinder. Let's keep that in mind. It makes 181 horsepower and just 181 pound-feet of torque. So if you're pulling 2,000 pounds, this vehicle is going to be hurting. Of course, there is a towing package. Gives you a tow hitch, a wiring harness, the ball mount, with a 2-inch ball and a protective cover for the 2-inch receiver. So there you go. Perfect for a bike rack, cargo basket. Yeah, little stuff like a jet ski. You're not going to be pulling a whole bunch of weight with this. You're not pulling any kind of travel trailer whatsoever. I think would be too heavy. Okay, so here they give you a guide. Here's a towing guide. They're like, don't break the car. Do not break the SUV. So a pop-up camper, right? 840 pounds, an ATV, and these are rough estimates, right? 477 pounds, a jet ski, 692, and a snowmobile, 478 pounds. Okay, so we have gone through all the features of the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. We covered all the trims. We looked at the exterior colors. We even played with the packages. So now we're actually ready. We're going to build and price the SEL Launch Edition. We're ready to build that. So let's go ahead and click on this Build This Trim and go ahead and do that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is select our trim level and our configuration. Yep, it already selected it for us actually. The SEL Launch Edition 2.5, they all have the same engine. And it's got all-wheel drive. Yeah, the AWC's got to be the all-wheel drive because here they just show two-wheel drive on the particular SEL. So that's got to be the all-wheel drive. I was right about that. We were just talking about that a second ago. All right, so we got that selected. Let's jump over here and choose our exterior color. Okay, so here we are on the exterior colors, and honestly, I'm not crazy about any of the exterior colors. And with that said, let's just go with the red diamond. They had white diamond, black diamond. Let's do the red diamond. It's a plus $595 option, as is the white diamond and the black diamond. So now let's move on. I guess our interior is the one option. It's the black leather with the quilted seats. It looks like it seems to have red stitching on the seats. And so, yeah, let's move on and choose additional equipment now. Well, there's actually no additional equipment to select. I guess it's already selected this Mitsubishi Connect. It's a subscription for the safeguard services and remote services. I talked about that when we went over the different trim levels. Let's go take a look at accessories next. Okay, so here we are on accessories, and there's actually nothing down here at all. But up here, it seems like the packages that there are, they've already been added. So it seems like the SEL Launch Edition is just fully loaded. You get this welcome package, which gives you carpeted floor mats, some touch-up paint, and a center console tray mat. That's nice. And then you also get the tonneau cover, and that's going to hide your stuff in the back. If you have stuff in the back right here, there's going to be a cover that can pull across the back here, and that'll hide all your stuff so people can't see what items you might have been shopping for. Okay, so there we are. $37,490 out the door. So $37,500, fully loaded 2022 Outlander SEL Launch Edition, all-wheel drive, diamond red, 20-inch wheels, diamond stitch interior, semi-aniline leather interior, fully loaded heads-up display, 10-speaker Bose audio system, panoramic sunroof, a lot of features. They've given you a lot of features on this new Mitsubishi Outlander. I've got to think that this thing's going to be pretty competitive against other SUVs. Okay, so on that note, you know what? We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this build and price review of the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander SEL Launch Edition helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.